The Wipe is a tremendous event in Tarkov, one that invites renewal to the bitten landscape. Young PMCs will emerge from their hideouts to begin their journey in the region. Most work their way to maturity at a slow and steady pace, but some strive to reach their ultimate forms with unnatural speed. These sweats are incredibly devastating creatures to all those in the region, and to their own bodies in real life. The journey of the sweat begins immediately after the wipe occurs. Sleep is not important, responsibilities are non-existent, only Tarkov remains. First, these entities will swear themselves to a patron of their choosing. For the sweats, there are three. Hestily, the patron of knowledge and intellect. Those that swear themselves to this being do so to understand the ins and outs of the world they inhabit. Landmark, the patron of strength and combat skill. Those that swear themselves to this being do so to unlock aggression and fighting skills like no other. Finally, the most ancient one of all, Nikita, the creator of all things. Those that swear themselves to this being do so with the hope of minimizing their chances of being Tarkoved. After this ancient ritualistic process occurs, they begin their journey. Most often, they emerge with the UMP-45 and perhaps a simple coffee. Despite being a relatively new addition to the landscape, these creatures have rapidly become the most dominant of the Tarkov sweats early on. 45 ACP FMJ rapidly melts every PMC as Tier 3 armor or below is most common. They are merciless and care for little more than to rush their quests as rapidly as possible. Showing no quarter, they will kill literally everything they come across to accomplish this goal. They fight fiercely, chucking nades with reckless abandon to guarantee every kill. For any ill-equipped PMCs, they are an absolute scourge. That being said, they are not invincible. A healthy dose of buckshot to the face is still more than enough to drop any of them. Those that do not swear themselves to Nikita may also run into some issues. In addition, the FMJ cartridge may become less effective as Tier 4 armors slowly become more prevalent. It remains a devastating round, and instances of Tier 4 armor happen rarely at such an early time. That being said, they happen enough to warrant change. The UMP-45 will carry the sweat until about level 23, by which point they will most likely have unlocked Peacekeeper 3, leading them into the next stage of their journey. The second stage sees greater weapon diversity. Perhaps more importantly, it sees the beginning of the downward spiral of energy drinks. In addition, the changes to the endurance skill has made it far harder to level up. Thus, the sweats may begin running around on maps such as Shoreline, with only a hatchet. This is of course the closest thing to cardio they will ever do. Through Peacekeeper 3, the Sweat now has access to far greater ammo such as 45 ACP AP and M80. The UMP, revitalized with this newfound terror, shreds through anything lacking the toughest armor. Unarmored prey is simply torn to ribbons. Tough scab bosses are felled at an alarming rate. Groups of opponents quickly cut down by the most holy of handgun cartridges. At this point, the Sweats will begin to realize the blessings of their patrons. Beneficiaries of Landmark act with more aggression and take riskier movements. Followers of Pescali use their knowledge to abuse even the most ridiculous of angles. This being said, the UMP is simply not ideal for longer ranges. Thus, the Sweat adopts the RFB when forced into habitats such as the woods. M80 and, rarely M62, are capable of tearing through any armor that will be encountered at this point. The RFB provides an inexpensive and stable platform for sniping, whilst remaining potent at short ranges. With it, the Sweat is able to stomp through open maps, bullying their equals and Timmies alike. For the most part, they are simply trying to complete quests. However, they will latch onto any opportunity they get to hunt another creature. Some other weapons, such as the AK-101, may find their way into the hands of these organisms. However, they are far less common. This stage will carry the Sweats up to level 30, where they begin Stage 3. It is at this point that the organism may begin to cross the line into unholy territory with its caffeine intake. Level 30 brings Mechanic 3, unlocking several essential magazines for this new stage. For example, the 30-round magazine for the MP7 becomes available, resulting in the adoption of this weapon. The MP7 Sweats are incredibly aggressive, as the high rate of fire and relative inexpense of the ammo makes it ideal for mag dumping. Of course, they are not above the curse of Tarkov, which brings despair and desync all throughout the land. Unfortunately, the newly inflated ego of sweats at this stage may drive them to whine incessantly about this curse, or honestly about anything really. Still, they are exceptional creatures and their aggression aids in their hunting. Though far less common, the 45 vector is still a noteworthy occurrence among these individuals. The sweat cares little for such frivolous things as accuracy and will dump ammo into the general direction of an opponent. Though this may sound risky, the glorious burt of this weapon tears down any problem almost instantly. This incredible firing speed allows for the humble FMJ round to simply brute force its way through any armor with ease. That being said, a solo will struggle with this weapon, as it may burn through armor, but it also burns through ammo. Otherwise, the sweats employ the SR-25. The SR-25 is the upgrade of the RFB and fulfills a similar role as a long-range option. When equipped with a scope, the sweats spend their time lining up careful shots to strike from a vast distance. Though they feel sympathy for the naive younglings of Tarkov, it is not enough to stop the sweat from dropping them immediately. Despite this, they are also incredibly potent at short and medium ranges. A sight change turns the more reserved DMR into a close-range battle rifle. With it comes aggression, boosted close-range performance, and of course, nades aplenty. Perhaps best of all, they bring swift death to their most hated rivals, the rats. Upon arriving at stage 4, the sweat has unlocked the weapons it will employ until they reach their final goal, the coveted kappa. They look down on any organisms that have not evolved to their level, believing them to be filthy casual peasants not worthy of owning a computer. They also delve into the realm of batshit insanity with their energy drinks that are an affront to God and nature. More unique than the others in this stage, the MDR-762 creatures are admired for their versatility. 762x51 is able to reach out beyond several hundred meters to snuff out prey. Though it has more recoil than other weapons of its caliber, the MDR makes up for this by having vastly more ergonomics. It is also incredibly compact, making it potent within cramped areas such as dorms. Up close, its high recoil is barely noticed, and its caliber ensures that only a few hits are necessary. Though less aggressive and perhaps less potent up close than other creatures of this stage, the MDR uses versatility at all distances, makes them incredible on open maps such as Lighthouse. The RD-704 creatures evolve sooner than their cousins, yet still pack quite a wallop. Due to being relatively inexpensive and in early evolution, they are sometimes found with PS ammo. This is incredibly effective early on, but it does eventually drop off. However, with the impeccable 762x39 BP cartridge, these creatures may rapidly eliminate even the toughest of opponents. Versatile and effective, the RD is a welcome addition to the Sweat's armory, alongside its older brother, the Mark 47. The Mutant was and remains the most common and effective Sweat weapon in the game. Those found with this weapon have most often received the blessing of Landmark, and push with remarkable aggression. This footage is captured by a camera mounted to a bare PMC equipped with such a weapon.
Так двушка или трешка, или двушка и трешка? Спускается. Убил его. Я не успеваю за тобой, чувак. Здорово, мы вообще... Да?
Got two.
I'm pushing.
Nading.
Hit him twice. Two.
He's dead, first dead. Second dead.
This incredible lethality may be baffling to most, but it is simple work for a sweat that is hopped up on enough caffeine to stop a whale's heart. From here, there's only one goal left: obtaining the ultimate mark of a Tarkov sweat. This incredible moment takes all of 20 to 30 days to achieve. Unfortunately, this marks the end for many sweats. Without a clear goal, or something to achieve to dunk on the filthy casual noob sacks, they are lost. Many take to the Reddit threads, complaining about a short early game, demanding wipe, or simply commenting that same stupid ass copy-paste on every video to flaunt their superiority. Many others simply fade away to other games, until the next wipe, where the cycle begins anew.